Today we're going to be working with division fractions. Here I've written a word problem for you. Rob is making a volcano to win the science fair. It takes 2/3 cup of baking soda to make one explosion. He has 3 cups of baking soda. How many times can he make his volcano explode? To start this problem, I'm going to think about the holes that I have. So Rob has 3 cups of baking soda. So I'm going to draw a picture. Each circle is going to represent a cup because there are 3 holes. And I'm going to write 1C underneath so that you remember what they are. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take a look over here. It takes 2/3 cup of baking soda to make one explosion. This 3 right here is the denominator, and it represents parts of a whole. So to help me understand what 2/3 are in each cup, I should divide these into thirds. So I'm going to draw little peace signs right here. So now my cups are in thirds. They're still whole numbers, but they're in thirds so that I can take that and put them in here. So the way I'm going to do that is to make 2/3, I'm going to put a dot here and a dot here and connect them. That's 2/3 and it makes one explosion. Here is 2/3. That's another explosion. Here's another 2/3, that's a third explosion. Here is another 2/3, and that's a fourth explosion. But here I'm left with 1/3. So if it takes 2/3 to make one explosion, and 1/3 plus 1/3 equals 2/3, I can say that 1/3 is a half. So we'll just put a little half right here. So I come out to have 1, 2, 3, 4, and a half explosions. And one way to check this is by using the invert and multiply. So if I have 3 holes over a 1, because it's a hole, divided by 2/3, I'm going to invert this so that it reads 3 holes times 3 over 2, which equals 9 over 2. And I know you all know how to reduce this fraction, and we can say that 4 halves is our answer. Because 2 goes into 9 4 times, and that leaves us with 1. So that's our answer.